Welcome back to a tired day at the Poor Parent Podcast Studios. Welcome back to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast with me, Jason.
And me, Jennifer.
Have a few drinks.
And talk shit about our kids.
Please follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Guide to Poor Parenting.
And Twitter, Facebook, TikTok at Poor Parent Pod.
Yes. I apologize. I haven't put out many videos. We have been so swamped. We
forgot to do our videos. And then we drank all of our strawberry daiquiris the other day where we could
and we've been
show everybody your wonderful
so swamped
strawberry daiquiris. So
I may remake them. They were pretty good, though.
I mean, I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Well, because we only had one bag of strawberries, so it was just enough for us to all have a drink. So,
but yeah, I wouldn't mind making. They were good. I've been running since.
How has your week been, Jason?
Oh my God, my week's been okay, tiring. Today is just.
Go ahead and say that part of it.
Yeah, I should have done all this shit yesterday, but. Today I've just been running. Today I got up at 10, or we got up, took showers, went and had brunch with some friends at out in Mid-City here in Huntsville, and they had a Christmas market thing, so we kind of walked around that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's just stuff.
Yeah,
stuff we've all seen before, and but there was 4 tents. It was Rocket City Pals. It was some sort of animal rescue thing, and so there was a bunch of animals, and it was cute. And then
it breaks my heart always to see the puppies in the cats in the cages, and I just want to all take them all home.
Not me. I love them. I want to keep them. I was like, they're beautiful. Hopefully someone takes them.
Yeah.
But then we went and rented a truck, and then we went to my mom's old townhouse because she's just moved into her
new place,
her independent living place here in Huntsville, and picked up a washer and dryer that she was going to give to Justin, and a filing cabinet that probably weighed 200 pounds, and some outdoor furniture that we were going to take and give my brother my old outdoor furniture. So we've just been running. And then in the middle of us unpacking the truck here, Zane's friend called. Her husband passed away, and a mutual friend of theirs called and said that he had passed away, and Zane was going to go check on her.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah.
I met them a couple of times, the couple.
Yeah.
I want to say we went to Nashville with them. Because did they go to the drag show for my birthday? When I ate with those random people and y'all left me?
I don't think they were there for that.
But it was one time I think we went and hung out with them.
I know
they have to ask Zane, I think.
Yeah, I know they've been here for the parties.
Yeah, I think we did that was the first time I met them. We went somewhere and met them.
Very well could have been, yeah. I can't remember where.
Yeah.
But it was sad. So Zane left, and then Justin helped me finish with the truck, and then we were supposed to record this. We're recording now at 4:30, and we were supposed to record 2-ish or something.
Yeah.
But it's just been a day.
Yeah, busy.
Busy.
But the rest of your week?
Pretty good.
Stress level better?
Yes. Stress level for personal life better. Stress level at work still kind of, because not my boss, but I have a coworker who likes to delete stuff that shouldn't be deleted.
Yes, you've brought that up before, and he deleting some more stuff.
No, but finding stuff that he deleted a while back and trying to fix it.
Gotcha.
And also the government folks, we make these changes and they're supposed to test them, but they're a year behind. They're so far behind. And
this whole project you've been working on for a few years now, right?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be done this year, right?
Well, the contract ended already. The first contract we were on, but this was going to be
They knew it was going to take multiple contracts and years possible. Okay. All right. I didn't know that if you had to finish this whole project because you've been working on this for a hot second.
Yeah. So, but there is some possibly good career news. I won't share it yet because it's not set in stone.
Yep.
But yeah, just busy. And then I got to think about we're trying to get ready for Thanksgiving, and we're trying to get ready for the Christmas party. And I'm just and we're going to hire. Mom had found a housekeeper to do her townhouse, and we're going to ask her to just deep clean this house before the Christmas party because I have no desire to
clean.
Not that deep.
Yeah.
And we're going to hire her to start working regular.
Oh, that's good.
I think, because
That'll help a lot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've got a lot on your plate.
And I like by the time the week's done, I'm so tired. I was like, I don't fucking feel like cleaning anything.
Right.
And Zane is not, unless it's like line of sight, he doesn't tend to see things, and he's just comfortable like leaving stuff around.
Right.
Like, and I
mean, he's good with dishes. I will say that.
Yeah, dishes and clothes.
Yeah.
But because they're kind of line of sight.
Right.
But he can be like, I will say, like between the two of us, he's probably the messier. Our house is a bit unkempt at the moment.
Right.
But I'm so tired and I'm so busy. I just don't feel like he will match my energy, but I don't feel like getting myself
being really big energy to make him match it so that you guys will get into the cleaning.
So I'm at his level, and the house is a bit of not a wreck, but
it's livable. It's lived in.
Yeah. But it's like there's stuff everywhere. Mm-hmm. The floors are filthy, and
probably find a whole bunch of the babies put places that you probably don't even know that they put places. So
we haven't dusted in weeks. Yeah. So it's the house is just,
it's those little things.
Yeah. I will say, like, the big advantage is the house is big enough that we can spread it out places. Yeah. So it doesn't look as cluttered, but it does drive me. I'm just like, oh my God, this house is so dirty, but I don't have the energy to clean it.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
I should have done the moving yesterday because I had all the time, but I was just tired and I just wanted to chill.
Did you know?
Yeah. Mom, I had talked with Mom. I was like, I'm going to move yesterday, Saturday, but I was just like, I got to Saturday, I'm like, I don't do this. I'm too tired. And poor Zane, we were moving and he got really winded. And I was like, baby, you need to start working out. Because I'm like, I'm not in great shape. I haven't worked out in years, but I think I may have started out at a better fitness level than him.
Okay.
And probably just more muscle mass too. I definitely am stronger than Zane.
Right. And you take more walks. So you tend to, get at least that where you have a little bit of stamina walking a lot. And if he doesn't walk a lot, then...
Yeah, he was getting very tired, especially when we were moving that filing cabinet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't understand why y'all didn't unpack that filing cabinet and take the stuff out of it. So
because we were on a time crunch.
Before, I meant. Like Mom, saying, hey, Kyle, put it in a box or whatever. But, yeah. It is what it is. You got it done. That's all that matters, right?
The life of a busy parent. Right. And then Kalia, Jennifer knows this, but like we tend to buy Kalia a full Costco pizza on Friday night. Mm-hmm. And we're like, make it stretch because she will make it last till Sunday lunch.
Right.
She finished off yesterday at lunch. And I was like, that's fine.
She did she have help or was she just that hungry?
She just, I guess, got greedy and kept eating.
You know what? It was probably because she was sick and then now she's feeling better. So that's what I'm going to say because...
I think she's just overeating. But she made herself a pizza last night. And then in addition to the Costco pizza she normally eats.
Oh, okay.
And then today she's like, can you get me McDonald's? I'm like, nope, you were supposed to make that stretch, girl. I'm like,
I got you some Red Barons in the freezer that I bought at Costco. Or did she finish those off too?
I don't remember.
No, Sam's. We bought them at Sam's.
They may be gone. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But she...
She's also here all day and probably gets a little bored. And then when you get bored, you eat. Yeah,
it's snacky. We told her in the past, I'm like, if you come out to eat with us, I will buy you food. But I'm not going to buy you food to bring home unless it's a special circumstance or we're doing something.
Well, the Costco pizza is what you do. Go out and get it. Because that child would eat pizza morning and dinner time. So it's not like we're making her eat something she doesn't want to eat. This is what she wants. Yeah. She asks for it.
And it's probably not the healthiest, but frankly, I'm just like...
It's $10 for a whole pizza. Yeah.
It's hard to beat. Oh. Go ahead. Poor Jennifer's getting over being sick. So I'm muting her microphone every time she has to cough.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, but sometimes it just kind of... Especially the more I talk, it tends to...
Dry you out.
Yeah. I was crying at the salon yesterday when me and Zane got petties.
Why?
Because because
you were
you know
coughing.
how sometimes you're trying not to cough, but then it sticks, and then you need like water or something. Mm-hmm. But then I didn't know who to ask, and I'm just sitting there, and she's like massaging my leg, and I'm just crying, like tears are just streaming, and I'm coughing, but I'm trying not to like
cough in her face.
Well, just like hack up a lung or something, on her. So just tears. And I'm just like, I want to get over this. I have a sinus infection, by the way. This is the reason why I'm coughing and snotting. I might sound different than I normally do. Lost my voice pretty much on Thursday, and today's Sunday, and I went on Thursday, and got a shot in my butt. So,
Wesley was happy to hear your voice went.
Well, no, because then he just kept on making me repeat stuff because he liked it when it would like, like change and maybe squeak a little bit, because you're trying to get it out. So. I think he did like it that I wasn't singing because I didn't want to, because usually I'd be singing in the shower, singing in the car just so I can try to block him out the times I'm with him.
The things we do with our kids.
Yeah.
Well, other than being a little sick, how was your week been?
It was a little stressful. I actually worked Saturday, 4 hours to try to catch up for this coming up week because, they're giving me another job duty that, no one else knows how to do.
Because you weren't busy enough.
Yeah, right. And then, the coworker that does this job, she can retire at any moment, and the boss is scared that no one can do the job if she were to, because it's
that's a real
there's so many people retiring right now because we're going into a new computer system in August of 2025, and so we're doing all this training with that, and the majority of the people who are retiring went through the system we currently have in 2011. So on my birthday, my 30th birthday, we went live. But on April 27th in 2027, Huntsville had a really bad tornadoes, like damaging a whole bunch of TVA power lines. And TVA is who gives us our power. So Huntsville was out power for about 4 to 5 days, and some people even more when the tornado hit their neighborhood because they had to put up new poles. But because the tornadoes went through another part where there was those big TVA ones, they had to put those up, and that took for them forever to get up. And then we had to try to get people back on, and it was crazy. And then if you
let's not get too specifics. I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, no, but the power outages don't help if you're trying to get into a new computer system.
Yeah.
So we had no power to a lot of people. My 30th birthday, and then we went to this new computer system, and it didn't work the way that they said that they were going to work it. And this computer system was not built for utilities. It's a warehouse kind of thing, and they had to do like all these like additional add-ons to kind of make it work, to make it a utility system. And they spent so much money on this new system that it's just crazy. And I remember that, and I had to train for that, and I had to teach for that, and I had so much OT on that because of the training. I couldn't do it while I was working. And because of that new computer system happening when there was no power, it was just, it was a shit show. And I'm just, So everybody's retiring because they don't want to go through another, because it's going to be in August. And I was like, watch, there'll be a hurricane.
Oh, Jesus, hush your mouth.
Just because of the tornado thing, no one knew that was going to happen. I mean, April is kind of like the time, but wow, it was just bad. So I don't want to go through anything like that ever again. But I was like, there's gonna be a hurricane. Watch. I couldn't think of anything else that could happen in August. So I mean, I guess we could have another tornado, but that I don't think they normally come in later in the months. But I don't really know. But so she could retire at any moment. I gotta learn her thing, and I gotta start tomorrow, Monday, and. So I went in 4 hours, 7 to 11 on Saturday to learn her part, or to do another part of my job that I have to get done because it has to be done by Tuesday, end of day. So it's
fun times.
Well, yeah.
Adulting sucks. Adulting.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks a lot.
Yeah, I want to be a kid again. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
I want to be an adult. I just want to be a rich adult with a lot of responsibilities.
I mean, that would be wonderful, but I don't foresee that happening for me.
We really need to win that lottery.
Yeah, I really do. But you got to play it to win it, and I don't want to drive Tennessee because I ain't got time to drive Tennessee.
Yep. Who's got time for that?
I mean, it's like a 30, 45-minute drive.
Yeah, something like that.
But
back when we were young kids and we didn't have babies of our own.
Yeah, I mean, when it got to be like really big jackpot, we went. I remember that because it's like, just in case you do win,
Yeah, when it gets over like 500 million, we'll tend to go up and get one. But
yeah,
like we don't. I always tell Zane, or my dad always had a saying that I think it's profound. Most people probably won't think it is, but like the difference between one lottery ticket and the second lottery ticket is infinitesimal. It's like doesn't mean anything,
right?
But the difference between one lottery ticket and 0 lottery tickets is huge,
right? So
it's like you probably won't win,
right?
And if you spend that $2, just do it as a fun novelty, but don't ever.
Oh no!
Don't. We never buy more than one ticket because it's like,
yeah, right. Well, I usually do because there's like a Powerball and then there's a Mega Millions.
Yeah, those two we do.
I'll go do and buy one of each, and then do the multiplier too, and add another $1 to it because why not? Because that one ticket, like you said, but you can't win if you don't play. So if I get one ticket, at least maybe it's a really low possibility, but there's a probability still with buying one that I might win. So
did we tell you about that time? I can't remember where. I think we may have been up in Tennessee. Where have we gone recently? No, it was in Atlanta. We were in a grocery store and I was like, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket. And I needed a Red Bull because I was really exhausted. So we stopped in and got a lottery ticket, and they had one of those vending machines. And I'm like, oh, perfect. I'll just
buy some scratch offs.
No, I was going to get a lotto ticket, like a Mega Millions Powerball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking of the vending machines that have the.
Oh, yeah. It had those too.
Offs.
Yeah, it had those too. So I stuck in a 20, and then I was playing. I was like, why can't I get my change back? So I asked them, like, oh, this machine doesn't give change.
So I was like, buy $20 worth of tickets.
And I don't ever really buy scratch offs, but I was like, son of a bitch. So like all that money just down the drain. I mean, it's all money down the drain regardless, but I didn't want to spend $20 worth of it. So
did the vending machine have the lottery tickets and the scratch offs? Mm-hmm. Well, at least you could have did some.
I did.
You didn't win none on scratch offs?
None.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
I usually don't win either.
Sandra does something. My mother-in-law does something that I really like. She puts like 3 or 4 scratch offs in every stocking. Yeah. And I like that. I'm starting to do that with the kids. Yeah. So
you can do that with me too if you want.
Okay. We'll stick. Actually, I think I will buy some. We're about to have our Dirty Santa party beginning. So we're recording this. This will actually come out after our this will come out on the 20th or 19th, but we'll have our party on the 7th of December, and I'll probably, as part of my Dirty Santa gift, get some scratch offs for the booze. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, usually you get something good, and then you're like, get that bag, Jennifer, and I'm like, thank you.
Well, there's very little you drink that I don't enjoy, so I always like, I'll get something I like, because I know you'll like it, and then we're usually safe. Because sometimes people will bring shit. I'm like,
yeah. One year I got beer, and I don't drink any type of beer. Well, ciders, but I don't know. Technically, that's a beer. No, it doesn't matter. But I got like this box full of random beers, and I'm just like, someone steal this, please. And no one wanted it, and I got stuck with it, and I was just like,
I think you left it here.
I just gave it to Zane and you, and I was just like, okay, here you go.
Sorry.
Sad, but I mean,
it is what it is.
I mean, it's a fun, especially if there's something that people really want. It's always so much fun because they're like hugging it and trying to hide it, and and we always have it early in December because that way we can get everybody to come, because everybody has other
Christmas parties,
work Christmas parties, or they're the other friends. So yeah, that's why we're doing it on early in December, so that way, we can try to get everybody that we love to come and hang out.
We're gonna have
with us.
quite a few of the guests from the podcast. I've Jess and Aaron from last season, I think. Mm-hmm. They're coming
from our support group.
Yeah, from support group.
Okay.
And I think a few other people.
Cool.
So
that'd be fun.
It should be a good time.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Jennifer, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right.
And we're back. I apologize for the breaks. We're trying to do, I realized just recently that we could be putting in the mid
ads.
Yeah, the ads that pop up, they'll dynamically insert them. And I apologize for anybody that's listening if they're annoying, but it's like, I'm not making, it's just costing me a lot of money. Yeah. Not a lot, but it's just costing me money. So I was like, I would like to earn something back. Right. So
more than the 3 cents that we've already earned.
We've doubled our profit. We're up to 6 now.
Oh my goodness. We're doing so good. And we have to wait till we get $50. So season 25, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we'll see. We're actually last month in October we had 410 downloads.
Yeah.
So and that was almost double what we did the month prior to that. Oh. So if we keep going, I think we'll I doubt we'll ever make a ton of money off the ads. But hopefully we'll get some sponsors. I think when we start getting up to 500 downloads a month or 600 downloads, I'm going to go talk to the Bottle here in town, the Open Bottle.
Local places like the Nook,
and see if they'll give us booze so I don't have to keep buying it.
And that way we can sponsor them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, Miss Jennifer, what are we drinking?
Our favorites.
Yay.
Because Jason's been so busy, and this box is really hard to find. So we used to go shopping together, and we don't do that anymore. And the Kroger that we go to has it, and so whenever I go shopping, I look for it, and it's not in any of the stores that I've gone to. But we are drinking our favorite Bota Box Bourbon Barrel Aged Cabernet Sauvignon, and it is just our go-to, and we love it, and yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, it's just I'm so glad we found it.
Yeah, me too.
Because we've tried some bourbon barrel aged other stuff, and it's like we do
Cooper
really like
Thief.
our Cooper and Thief. Yeah. That was the first one, but it's way more expensive.
Yeah, it's like $20 a bottle
than the box. But we've tried other boxes that say that they're aged in certain type of barrels, and it's just like, no, that doesn't taste right. So
some of them are not very good.
Yeah,
but this one has been consistently good.
Yes. And everybody that's tried it has really liked it. So it's not just us.
And we don't have to worry about bottles going bad.
Right.
That's the reason I love these boxes.
Yeah, definitely. So today's podcast, we are doing our Reddit posts.
Yep. So you're up first, Miss Jennifer.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get it up. Sorry, guys.
You want me to go first? I can do mine. Okay.
I pushed a button. I just gotta wait for it to come up. There it is. All right. So mine is called. So it is. The subreddit parenting.
Yeah, or the parenting
Reddit.
Or the parenting subreddit. It's usually.
Oh, okay. I always get that wrong. I'm trying. It is from the Wolfmeister.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. And the question that they are asking is, how many other parents on here don't have an iPad for their kids? I am raising my hand because I do not have an iPad because they're fucking expensive. Why the fuck would you buy an iPad?
Well, I think he said iPad, but if you read later on, it's more like just tablets in general, I think.
Well, Wesley does have a tablet, and Kalia does have a tablet, but they're cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so he says, I feel somewhat of an anomaly, especially being a younger parent of 2 kids who are 6 and 3, and I myself am 27. Male.
He is young.
So it's a guy. My wife and I don't have an iPad or anything for the kids. They can watch kids' TV, and that's it. My wife opposes quite strongly my kids playing, about my kids playing on any iPods or devices such as Xbox or anything else like that, even though I myself play on the Xbox. My daughter, who is 6, told me today that all her friends slash whole year,
probably her grade,
have iPads, and she's the only one who doesn't. She doesn't really care, as she didn't make a fuss. It seemed to be more of a statement. I have personally noticed that my daughter is a very good conversationalist, me saying that word, especially compared to the other kids her age, and a phenomenally good sports girl. She beat all the under 7 boys and girls in the 50-meter sprint.
You go, girl.
And came second in the 800-meter cross country out of all the boys and girls too. Just wondering, do you think this could be an advantage of not using devices? Because if it is, I'll like it. I'll like to keep it that way. What are your thoughts? Is there any other parents on here who don't have iPads and whatnot for their kids? How are they at school, etc.? Also, we aren't so massively strict, like if she has a friend over and her friend brings an iPad or whatever. That's cool. They're allowed to play on it along with my daughter. We're not Nazis about it, LOL. We just think it's better not to own one. Edit, wow, this blew up more than I thought it would.
You don't have to read that
and
last
then there's
part.
a whole bunch of comments, apparently. That's why they said that. Wesley has a tablet. But we got that family link thingy on it. So that way I can watch what he does and be able to just simply keep him at certain apps and not like he has to ask to download something, or he has to, he can't just go all willy-nilly. And I think, if your daughter doesn't make a fuss about it, then cool.
if your kid's not making a fuss, fuck it.
She's 6 and Wesley's 13, so there's a bigger dynamic later on down the line. Mm-hmm. She will make more of a fuss about all of her friends having it and her not having it when she hits like puberty, I would say. When
it'll probably be phones by then.
Talk and it'll be an electronic device that she will probably make a fuss at that time. But if she's cool with it, just watching TV and stuff right now, then good for you. Keep it that way. But eventually, it will become, I feel, a problem just because it's just the way that it is now. That kids,
When we got Kalia, she had a tablet. And we kind of it was always kids enabled, so we didn't let her, it was nothing too worrisome about until I gave her another tablet and didn't lock it down. And then she got into some inappropriate stuff.
Right.
But I will say, he was saying are the athletic stuff the result of that? I don't think so. I think that's just the child she is. Yeah. I will say though, the if you're a single parent like Jennifer is, it is fucking invaluable because they're going to be up your goddamn ass and bugging the shit out of you. So you've got to give them something to do. Yeah. And with, even with Kalia, it's like Zane doesn't go out of his way to go do stuff with her a lot of times. So it's like, I need her to just go do something and let me finish what I need to do.
Right.
And not be in trouble. And especially with Wesley, because he gets into bad trouble.
Yeah.
It's like if if
I took it away, he'd be
wandering around the neighborhood. I mean, that's why he got in trouble. We won't go into too much, but he got in trouble because he didn't have anything to do. Yep. And he wandered away from my house and got into some bad trouble. So. Yeah.
But Kalia also has other outlets that she uses as well. She draws, which I really love that, that she has that. She's found kind of her thing in drawing. And Wesley, I mean, even with his tablet, he is very athletic. He can pick up a sport really quickly. We took them to a winter on winter break a place, and he learned pickleball in the first 20 minutes, and the guy was like, he could really play pickleball.
That's awesome.
And I mean, he's just naturally athletic. He's fast, able to catch on pretty quickly and go do it. So athletic ability and tablets I don't think they have any correlation. Now later on down the line, it might be that they don't want to go do it because they want to be on their tablet, but that's going to be a different story. But at 6, I think let her
have fun. I mean, if she's not complaining about it and not making your life miserable, fuck it. And if you're able to keep her engaged, who cares?
Yeah, I just want to know what they do on road trips.
Yeah, road trips
we are like, here's your tablet, we have the hotspot on.
Yeah. Yeah, they are a goddamn godsend on road trips because it's like, unless they have like some sort of DVD player built into their car or something like that.
That could be. I mean, and if they have like the minivans that have the screens, then that's good. But
I mean, you know, I was gonna say, growing up, you know, I'm 47, Jennifer's 43, and like, I don't know about Jennifer, but like, I was glued to the TV a lot, especially Jennifer wasn't, because she was always out doing something, but I, like, especially during junior high and early high school, I was like in front of the TV. So it was like the tablet, you know, it's just the evolution of that. I don't think it's any more addictive than the TV was. I just didn't want to get out and interact with people, so that's what I did. And
didn't your dad like hook up a VCR and TV in the car for the trips?
We had a custom van, like one of those big vans that like it had 4 captain's chairs and then a big bed that would fold out in the back. And we had the last one we had a spot where there was like a 15-inch TV, I think, or maybe 10-inch. It was very small,
right?
But we had a little TV back there, and we would just watch TV, and we were good to go.
Yeah, my father had the Econo Lodge van.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the big custom van,
big old vans, with a ladder on the back.
Oh yeah, those things are awesome
all the time. But when we went to Illinois to visit my grandparents anytime, I pretty much just slept.
Yeah, same.
Because I had nothing else to do, so they just laid out the bed. And I just slept in the bed.
Yeah.
And I think about, like, you know, now, I don't even know if they have things like that just because seatbelt laws and you're not strapped into the bed, you know?
They must still make some of them, but they were godsends for road trips.
Mm-hmm.
They probably had the worst gas mileage ever. I can't even imagine what they are. But
I don't know. I just slept through everything. But yeah,
if you can survive with that one, do it. But it's going to be a real challenge when they get to junior high and they start asking for the phone.
Yeah.
That's going to be the tough one.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking, like, don't take them on, just drive if you can do that and have the minivan, because if you get an airplane, then, there is no, on some of those flights, you don't have the screens. Yeah. Some do, some don't, but good luck.
Okay, so it's my turn. So this is also from the parenting subreddit from user Soup Stew Supremacy. The title of the post is "Tween Girls and the Attitude," all in caps. What are y'all doing? So my daughter is 11 and just started 6th grade this year. I realize we are starting down the puberty road, so I expected some intense emotions and mood swings. However, it's been a lot, and it seemed to come on overnight. If you say anything to her about her behavior, no matter how understanding or nice, she's immediately so offended that she won't even talk to us for hours. She holds the whole family hostage with her moods if she's annoyed with her sister or if she isn't getting her way. Some days it feels like everything we say to her is the wrong thing. I struggle with what to do because she can be pretty disrespectful to me. She does a lot of eye rolling, talking back, questioning me about my own choices and making digs at me and getting really snippy with me. Because I grew up in a household where expressing a contrary opinion was considered disrespect, punishable by a slap across the face. It's possible I'm too lenient with her. I allow her to speak to me this way and try to listen to and validate her feelings behind the disrespect. And even if the answer is still no, my husband feels she should face some consequences for addressing us with such disrespect, including pausing the conversation or losing technology or friend outing privileges. How are y'all handling the tween attitude? Are y'all letting the disrespect slide? How are you validating their feelings but teaching them to be kinder with their words? Lord have mercy, that sounds like something straight out of... This is the reason I picked it, because it was so straight out of my life with Kalia. I will admit, she's not as crazy as that. Like, she doesn't hold us hostage. If she did that, I would be like, immediate punishment.
Yeah.
She Jennifer saying but her microphone's 4 feet away. she's pretty easy to redirect. She's very sensitive, so like she had to be careful not to step on feelings, that kind of shit. But I will call her on her stuff if she's being really disrespectful. But it usually doesn't end in a punishment unless it's getting ridiculous.
Right.
But she's so easy to redirect. But yeah, every fucking thing you say to her is just attitude. If is it Jennifer's monkeying with her microphone?
It's because I moved it.
Okay. You might need to tighten up that bolt there if you needed to. If it's not,
I think it is.
Okay.
Like I said, it was just because I didn't want to crunch into the microphone.
Yeah. But yeah, she can be such a fucking grouch. Like you just say, getting her to switch from whatever she's doing to something else is always the hardest.
Yep.
Like we've recently given her an allowance, but one of her things she has to do is set the table, and interrupting whatever she's doing to go do that is always met with like 20 minutes of like being pissed off.
Yeah.
But normally we just ignore it unless it starts getting into disrespectful territory.
Right.
And then it's a snapback, but
right.
It's never...
I don't think it ever gets to the point where you're, you like you said, you redirect it, and then you also kind of say, yes, I understand you're feeling grumpy because of this, but then also your grumpiness is affecting everybody.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of keep that in mind. But then also, I don't know if, because it's a tween, they might not have gotten their period.
Yeah, Kalia's been dealing with this for 2 years now.
And then if this girl hasn't, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, those emotions get... Kalia's been on her period since she was 9.
9 and a half,
so it's,
right? Yeah.
So it's like she's been dealing with those big emotions for a while.
Yeah.
So she's a little bit further along than this child, but yeah, it's those hormones.
Yeah.
Just kill you.
Yeah, definitely. And I have a teen, because 13, even though in his brain he was like, I'm not a teenager until I'm 14. And I'm like, but 13 has it, and whatever. It was a flip of a switch. He changed.
Yeah.
And he's gotten defiant and disrespectful to everybody pretty much.
And aggressive.
And he's in trouble a lot because he's pushing a lot of boundaries, because people are telling him, if you do this, then you'll get this punishment, and he's not getting any punishment. So it is a lot. And I feel for you, this person.
You will weather the storm.
I hope, and she has help with her husband.
Yeah.
So that helps too. So y'all can tag team if she gets a little too much, but just kind of put her in her place if you can.
I will say,
in a respectful way to show her, hey, this is
inappropriate.
Yeah.
I will say though, I will ignore pouting and eye rolling and sighs for the most part, because it's like, okay, you're having some emotions. I'm going to let you express them. You're not being, I'm like, it's irritating me, but it's not particularly disrespectful.
Right.
The minute she start, like, I think that for this person, it was like, it probably needs to be somewhere in the middle of like what you and your husband are thinking. It's like, when she gets into bouts of disrespect, stop that immediately.
Right.
But if it's just sighs and groans,
just know that that's part of it, and try to, because that's what I'm trying. The uhs and the all the mumbling where they're talking kind of behind your back. I'm trying not to react.
Yeah,
and that's a big thing is because they're wanting attention, whether it's good or bad, and you want to give them the good attention, but then try to ignore and not react to the bad attention.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking hard, especially because as stubborn as I am. But I'm trying really hard not to do that. Now, on my part of the disrespect, I don't know how to not, because like Boys and Girls Club, he's disrespectful. School, he's disrespectful. So like I tell him, but I'm not there to try to redirect or explain to him how that was disrespectful. So it's really hard on those fronts, and for me, to get that. I think he's just gonna be disrespectful. I don't know how to change him.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so. But good luck to you. They won't be a tween forever.
Yep, you will survive
it. They'll be a teen. Hopefully by 20, when they're no longer a teen, they're better and you can breathe again. But then, I'm sorry, you'll have you'll start having other things that you have to worry about. So, good job. or good luck, I should say. Not good job, but good luck.
All right, Miss Jennifer, what's the next one?
All right, so this is Ask Parents subreddit, I guess.
Yeah.
And parent to parent.
I read this and I was like, oh, Jennifer will like this one.
Well, my kids won't self-start in the morning. I am so tired of my big twin 13-year-olds in the morning. It started last spring. It got to the point that I was having to drive them at least 3 times per week because they kept missing the bus. Threats of taking away technology and earlier bedtimes cannot compel my kids to get up and dressed without my continually prompting them. I also tried the reverse, telling them if they get up and get dressed without issue, they can earn technology, McDonald's for dinner, an extra half hour later for bed, picking something from Amazon. I know they want these things, but it still never worked. I hate starting my days like this. Oh my God, I feel your pain so much. That was me, not them. I feel so much resentment that I am spending an hour and a half every morning running up and down stairs to get 2 kids to brush their teeth, wash their faces, and get dressed. They have breakfast at school. They're also starting to get more disrespectful. I don't know. It's kind of
sounds right.
Our theme, huh? Not answering when I call up the stairs and mumbling things underneath their breath that they won't repeat. Yeah. My younger son has heard them telling me to shut up under their breath.
Ooh.
This is not going in a good direction. What are your thoughts? What am I doing wrong? How do I achieve peace in the morning, or am I dreaming of unicorns? In my opinion, you're dreaming of unicorns.
Yeah. 13-year-old boys at this age. I mean, it's going to be hell for the next couple of years.
Yeah, I wake up an hour earlier than Wesley, and I do a soft waking up by turning on his light. Then I holler at him, shower, if he wants one. And then I holler, fast shower. And then I just start kicking his bed and taking off his sheets and get yelled at and screamed at. And I want more time. And I'm like, no, we have to go. I have to get to work and you have to get to school. So I feel your pain so much. But I've been dealing with that for
about a year now, I'd say.
Year and a half, I would say. He's never been easy to get up, and it's rough. I don't have flights of stairs, so that's kind of good because my bathroom is right next to his bedroom, so I just start beating on the wall with things to just like make noises to try and hope that helps, because screaming is just getting annoying and tiring. But yeah, you have twins, so I'm sure that's even harder. But I have not found anything that will get him up.
I know Gwen had this problem, and especially with ADD kids, because like I've heard this before. The ADD is actually almost a sleep disorder because they are so dysregulated sleeping. That's why the stimulants help them, because it wakes them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's brutal, especially with twin boys. I feel very sorry for you.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I don't think you can bargain.
Yeah.
Because it does. Well, you've said it didn't work for you. It's never worked for me. I've tried. Oh, if you get up early enough, we can stop by McDonald's and I can drive through and get you your breakfast. Because, he loves McDonald's. So, like, I know you said McDonald's for dinner, but I've tried it for breakfast. Where it's like, or we can stop by Krispy Kreme and you can have a donut. Like, trying anything to get him to get up earlier and get dressed. He has never gotten up without me getting him up.
Yep.
Alarm clocks don't work. We've tried that. So I don't know what it is. We've tried earlier bedtimes. It's just,
Yeah, Wesley at 13 has an earlier bedtime than Kalia.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for you. Like it is not something I've had to deal with Kalia. Justin, even, he never really slept bad, so I didn't have to. He was always pretty easy to get to school. But Kalia, shit, she gets up earlier than I do, frankly. Yeah. Like I'll be getting up and she's already been up watching TV.
And he has an earlier bedtime just because he also has to wake up a lot earlier so that I can get him over here too. But I think even if I took him to school in the mornings, I would still give him the same bedtime just because I don't know what time he goes to sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
And
when he's not sneaking electronics into his room.
Right. And when you guys went on your trip, you had asked me to take her to school, and I get here really early because I'm like, I don't know if she's up because, again, I'm fighting with him too. And I open up I knock on her door and I open it up and she just pops up and then just starts doing what she's got to do. And I'm like, were you asleep or were you just waiting on me? And she's like, oh, I was asleep. And I'm like, well,
that's amazing she slept that long because she normally gets up.
Why can't Wesley do that? Like, she popped up, started brushing her teeth without me telling her to. Like, I was like, oh my God, this would be heaven.
We have lucked out with Kalia as an easy child.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got her faults, but she's a very easy child to parent.
Yeah.
So, whoever wrote this, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I feel your pain. It's going to be that way for a while, I believe.
Yeah.
And
get you some earplugs and an air horn, because you're gonna talk about resentment. Just wait.
Yeah. My worry about the air horn thing though is my neighbors and my dogs.
Yeah. Well, that's more for her than you.
Yeah, I know, but. Yeah. You've told me that before, but I don't even know if that would work because when I had my foot surgery, Jason was so kind to keep Wesley for me. So, because I couldn't walk on my foot, I had to crutch around and it hurt. And it was just, there was no way. I was barely taking care of myself, let alone him. And Jason was playing the alarm by his ear. And when I talked to him about it, and he was like, oh, I was getting really close to being, yelling at him. And I was like, because he can do good for other people for so long, and then,
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so good luck.
Good luck.
I hope it doesn't last a long time for you. For me, it has, but I hope, they start, getting the hygiene part down and wanting to brush their teeth and taking showers and getting ready, so that way you don't have to fight and run up and down stairs because that really sucks. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Jennifer. Well, I am reading mine. You feel of wine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so mine. Jennifer's doing that. This is from the foster parents subreddit from Better Revolution 570. So the title is, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like there's nothing remotely normal about parenting an older foster teen who will be aging out of the system in our care. So the post says, foster son who is 17 male is very independent. Sounds just like Justin, and will be moving out and will be with us until he ages out. He just moved in with us a few weeks ago, and even though my spouse and I are parents for the first time, everything we thought we knew about parenting, all of it useless. He's super independent, but irresponsible in ways that make it difficult to parent him at all.
Did you say responsible or irresponsible?
He's irresponsible. He's super independent, but irresponsible in ways that make it difficult to parent him at all. He doesn't trust adults, so why should he rely on them for literally anything at all? He has employment and a plan for his future and may actually succeed if his trauma and absolute shitty coping mechanisms don't get in the way first. This is very familiar.
Yeah, but you adopted. They're just fostering him till he ages, but...
I mean, it's still the same. Let me finish it real quick.
Okay.
Honestly, we're at the point where we can only afford to prioritize basics like safety while trying to gain his trust. Gaining his trust is practically the only way to try to parent. The whole dynamic makes it almost impossible to parent in a way that enables to actually help him. Traditional parenting methods will simply result in him distancing himself from us, rendering the very attempt to parent by traditional means useless. Let me know your thoughts if you have any experience with anything like this. This is exactly how it was with Justin when we got him. But I knew going in that Justin was so old. Like he was 17. He was going to turn 18 3 or 4 months after we got him. Mm-hmm. And I was very happy to adopt him. Cause regardless, I knew he needed help and I wanted to be there for him. Right. But I never went in with the assumption I was going to actually parent him.
That you were going to be his dad.
Yeah. In a way. Yeah. If he calls me his dad now, I'd frankly be shocked because it's like.
No, he has.
He's called me his parent before, but he's never called me dad. I don't think he's ever. I don't know. I could be wrong.
We'll talk about it later.
But I never went in with the assumption that I was going to be dad. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm just going to be a stable place for him to launch himself. Right. And I frankly was probably a little too lenient because I was just like, he's just going to walk out and leave us anyway. Right. So I don't want to push too hard. Yep. But we actually have some people who, some friends from the support group who were fostering a 16-year-old. And they, I think, tried to parent really, not hard, but they tried to get him to do a lot of stuff and they tried to parent him at 16. Yeah. And so you got to think about it. You're a 16, in this person's case, it's a 17-year-old person who just left probably from one foster family to another foster family and has probably been through so many different foster families throughout their whole entire life that they don't care at this point anymore. Yeah. It's really hard to have any type of love or trust or anything. So you're getting a 17-year-old that has been through so much that we don't, you don't know why they left that other foster family. Mm-hmm. Like what happened there? Like they're 17, they know. Yeah. I'm fixing to age out. I don't have a family. And they can't trust people. No. Like they at this point in your life, that's great that you want to help them, but they can't trust anybody. Yep. They've trusted probably too many people in their life that let them down, that they're just blocked on trust now. And so the only thing you can do is just give them a roof over their head. Hopefully they finish school. You said they had a job, so they have that, but they're gonna lack in a lot of things because they probably didn't get a lot of life skills along the way because some foster families just do it for money or they don't care and they just let the foster kids just do whatever. So maybe show this kid how to do laundry, just life skills. Yeah. If they wanted to learn it. If they don't, well, you know what? You can't make them. Yeah. I mean, when we had Justin, I was like, he was so close to being where he could withdraw himself from high school. I was like, would you try to go to high school for me? Yeah. I was like, I realize you don't have to do anything, but would you try? Yeah. And he actually did it. And he finished his 11th grade year and actually started his senior year. Didn't finish. That's fine. He was so far behind it wasn't going to happen. Yeah. But it wasn't a lot of pressure. I was trying to make it, I was trying to incentivize it, but I was never like, this is going to happen. Because it was just he was too old at that point. Yeah. And you have to, when you get especially a 16, 17-year-old, you can't go into it thinking, they're going to ever trust me. Right. Hope for they can. Yeah. I'm so grateful Justin does, but I never took it for granted. I never thought, I was very firm on my boundaries. I'm like, here's what I'm willing to accept and what I'm willing to do. Right. But if you trust me, awesome. But I'm not going to push it.
Yeah. And then especially since this is just fostering and not adopting. Yeah. They're just like, okay, well, once I age out, you're going to kick me out because you're not my family. Yeah. They don't feel like your family. They don't feel like you're trustworthy because you're not. Yeah, I'm not telling you to go adopt this child in any means, but fostering is, not family. Yeah. In ways. In some ways, like if you have a good foster family that's trying to help the parent, either reunite with their child or, can be part of the child's life, that's great. But in this case, since they're just fostering the 17-year-old, you can't.
Yeah, don't expect too much.
Yeah, because they're thinking, I'm gonna age out. You're gonna kick me out. I have nowhere else to go. Or any of that stuff. And then with Justin, you adopted him, so he has Thanksgiving, birthdays with you, Christmases with you. Yep. There's a lot, and it took a while to get trust, or for him to just ask for help. That took so fucking long for him to ask you for help. I know you offered it all the time, but he didn't take it for a while. And he learned the hard way, but he's doing so much better now. And you really helped with that, in my opinion.
No, I mean, I don't usually like bragging, but I'll take credit for, because I do think we did a really good job with him.
Oh yeah,
like we got him, like he was a diamond in the rough. Like he had his faults, but he wasn't violent. He wasn't obstinate. He wasn't perfect, but he wasn't a bad kid.
Right.
And we just happened to get him at the right time. And I'm so glad he's my son. And I'm so proud of the man he's become.
Oh, definitely. And the father that he's becoming.
I
know, baby's only almost 4 months old, but he's helping and I hope, like, because I'll talk to him too, and I'll I hope that I also help because I love him too.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
very proud of him.
You did a good job.
He was.
Well, good luck to you guys. But
yeah. Don't. If you're thinking of adopting an older kid, for anybody that listens and is in the process of possibly adopting, they're great if you temper your expectations. Yeah. Don't expect a sweet, lovely, cuddly kid
that's gonna trust you, love you right when they walk in the door.
Yeah, it takes years.
They probably won't listen to you at all. Yeah, to be honest, they're just gonna be like, whatever.
Yeah, you have to, like with all people. You have to establish your boundaries and let them know what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. But as long as you have that and you trust, show them that you're a trustworthy person, it comes along. So okay, so we're gonna take another break, Miss Jennifer. So we'll be right back. And we're back.
Such a long break.
I know. So this is a good transition spot. So for all our, I guess, 20 listeners, 25, I don't know how many of you are.
Just don't.
Yeah. For all our listeners. Benjamin, if you're out there.
We love you.
We love you. I hope you had a good time on the cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get him on the podcast someday and he'll tell us all about it.
Okay.
But for all our listeners, if you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice, or if you have any ideas for topics,
please email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com.
Please.
Yay.
All right. So we've had our drink and we've had our breaks. The reason why the microphone was so far away is because we are eating leftover Halloween candy, and I got me some Butterfingers, but they are crunchy, so I was trying not to like crunch all up in y'all's ears. So
I'm having some Snickers, some peanut butter Snickers at the moment.
I got a peanut butter Snicker too. So I love the day after Halloween, or it sometimes can be a few days after after the holidays, where you can get some 30, 40, 70% off depending on what they have, because the stuff no one really wants usually can get up to like 70% off just because no one wants it. But,
there used to be a Rite Aid really close to our house, and I had some prescriptions there, and they're closed now, but I went there one time, and it was like a day or two after Valentine's, and they had a bunch of shit 70% off.
Yeah,
because it was like,
was it good?
Yeah, it was it was like hearts, the candy hearts.
Oh, okay.
And they had
surprise
bags.
Chocolates, even though they tell you what chocolates are on the back, you're just like, it's a surprise, because no one ever looks at the back.
No, I do. I don't. If it's got fruit in it, I don't want it.
No, yeah.
But
you did like the gingerbread with the apricot in it, didn't you? Or no?
I did eat it. I didn't. I could have done without the apricot.
Yeah, it really wasn't much.
Yeah, there's not much
okay.
in. I was fine with it because it wasn't overpowering. But like, if you get like a chocolate covered strawberry, I'm like,
or cherry. I'll
have the fruit raw, but I don't like chocolate mixed with fruit. Just is not appealing to me.
I love out of it. So
I know. I'm weirdo.
All right.
So we've had our drink.
Leftover Halloween candy, and it is your story time this this episode. So
I don't think I've told the story. Like I put in a one. I actually changed it while you it may not have updated on your copy of the outline.
I haven't updated now.
And I don't know. The original one was about accidentally teaching Ayana to say shit or no bitch. But Jennifer's like, I think you told that one. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I just remembered there was a really good one that happened recently. So Kalia had her birthday about a month ago. Mm-hmm. And we had her friends over. And the girls were back in Kalia's room and I was in the office area, but I had walked up to the utility room and I could hear them. They were like, oh, let's play Bloody Mary. So they went to Kalia's bathroom and were saying Bloody Mary. So I went into our breaker box and I flicked the lights.
Oh my God.
Started screaming and running.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
God,
oh my
God.
God.
So funny.
That is hilarious.
And like they ran out of that back area and like they saw me with my shit-eating grin. They knew what I had done.
That is a good one. I haven't heard that one.
Oh, it was so funny.
You didn't tell me that. That's hilarious.
Oh, that was so much fun. All right.
Good times. Fucking with your kids.
Fucking with your kids. That's what makes life worth living.
There you go.
All right. Thanks for all our listeners out there for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on, or email us just to say, hey, I like it, because we really want to know if you do. We see the downloads, but we don't know if you like it.
You like us. We hope you do anyway.
Yeah, I hope so.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids ask if they can have an expensive Christmas gift, even though they've been suspended 3 times this school year.
Tough shit. It's only been 2 months, guys. Come on now. Have a good one, guys.
Bye. Y'all.